What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Shopper channel, coming to you with another edition. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Goes a long way for me on this video. Goes a long way for you. That way you can become a prize whenever great content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. I would have a TV here. I also, if I go here, then I'm the sun drawn to shit, and it's 95 degrees in this building. Again, the office, the things about moving. Sometimes things don't happen in a timely fashion. Mainly the movers were a little late, and therefore, well, we couldn't get the entire studio hooked up today. But tomorrow, maybe. I'm sure there's going to be some growing pains with other things. I need different blackout curtains, and oh my God, I'm sweating already, but I'm sweating because it's a 15-game slate. Atlanta, they're off to a good start. That's useful. It's going to be a lot of evening baseball that we're talking. That's for sure here from Tuesday in that premium Discord. If you want to join that premium Discord, you can sweat it with us too. I'm literally sweating. You jump down there in that video description box below. You click on the link. You sign up at BetMGM. You also get up to $1,000 in bet credits on your first wager. Good stuff all the way around. I know it's a little bit echoey. I know we got a couple of things to figure out, but I promise you, friends, this place is going to look sick here in a couple of days. So I'm very much looking forward to it, as is producer Jacob. However, I forgot to throw this in there. BetMGM, only for 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. There we go. I'm going to just start the show now so that I don't pass out and die. Again, sweating. You fight for that inch. You need something like that. I need a prep. I need a speech. I need somebody. You know what? I'm actually just going to talk about baseball. 15 games on tap for Wednesday. I want to win you some money, just like we did on Monday, because that was an absolute Hulk smash. Hopefully Tuesday is as well. But until then, friends, we got producer Jacob on the turnstiles. Let's get to the picks. Game number one. And hey, we figured out a way to mitigate some of the echo. Look at that. We're not even going to go back and do the intro because I don't give a shit. And also because sweaty balls. That's kind of what we're doing. It's like the sweaty balls segment on SNL. Except I'm actually sweating balls. And here we go. Let's begin the program. Reese Olson here going up against Kenta Maeda. Kenta Maeda. He's the better pitcher, 285 xWOBA, 28.8% K rate. Reese Olson, 23.1% K rate. He also gets a matchup going up against these Twins. They strike out the most in baseball against righties. Also, pretty positive that the Minnesota Twins have the better lineup. Not that that would surprise anybody, although I've talked about it multiple times on DFS shows. From a betting perspective, Spencer Torkelson, Riley Green, now that he's back in the fray, Kerry Carpenter starting to come to fruition with a 44.5% hard hit percentage. There's still some pieces from the Detroit lineup that can be a little bit worrisome. However, that's why we're going to get a little bit aggressive. Aggressive. -1.5. Yeah. BEAGGRESSIVE. I'm passing out. +125. There we go. I can spell too. -1.5. Pretty straightforward play to kick off our day. Yeah, this starts early. So what? 1:10 p.m. Eastern time, 10:10 on the West Coast. Be paying attention to that because, again, early baseball on Wednesday, and I have a like rate from the get-go. Twinnies. Come on, Twins, my teams. Go Twins. All right. Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's Johan Oviedo going up against Tyler Miguel. Man, not Tyler Miguel. 380 xWOBA. He's terrible. 499 expected slugging. Again, no Justin Verlander, no Max Scherzer. Therefore, would have to divorce. God, I've been quoting Dr. Evil a lot here. But Tyler McGill, he's out there because they need a warm body to finish games and do stuff. Johan Oviedo, he's started to get better and better as this season's progressed. However, do you see this line as something that you really want to be backing on either side? The Mets, -125. Pittsburgh, +116. This is about perfect. I literally have this within 2 cents in either direction, which is kind of wild. That doesn't happen a lot in baseball. And then the run line. No, thank you. Pass on both of these guys. However, I would probably go to Pittsburgh +1.5 if I had to do anything. However, Pittsburgh money line, if you made me, because +116, I think you might as well just take it there. But so many other spots I'd rather go to on this slate. Pass all the way around. The theme of this show is hot, hot, hot. I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, this AC is going to feel really good when it gets installed tomorrow. But we have the Colorado Rockies, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and well, why am I singing this? Why am I saying that this is a theme? How about an afternoon game in Coors on a Wednesday? Yeah, I think we can all imagine what that would be like because it's supposed to be 80, 82 degrees. They're up at altitude. You get a little of that sun coming down. It's going to be enjoyable to have a beer, have a Coors Light out in the outfield there. But, yeah, no. this is going to be just a disgusting pitching matchup in pretty much every single right. You got Austin Gomber expected to get the start, the southpaw for the Colorado Rockies. He's been downright dreadful this season, and you know that already. 359 xWOBA, about 15% K rate, 8.6% barrel percentage. No, thank you. Now, Slade Ciccone, we're looking at possibly another bullpen situation, and also Arizona. They've started to play themselves out of consideration here for the playoffs. 59 and 60. This was a team that we were banging the drum for. We were just enjoying watching the rise. We didn't bet them very often. But we at least enjoyed cheering for them. Yeah, we're not going to be betting the Arizona Diamondbacks. Pats, again, I'm sorry. There's not a whole lot to say here in this spot. However, Christian Walker, friends. Christian Walker hits the ball hard. He hits it far. He gets the platoon advantage here. And I enjoy those facts. We got Mr. Christian Walker, 41.9% hard hit percentage, 449 expected slugging. Anything better than plus 350 here at Coors, yes, please, put it on the card.
It was too hot. We're coming to you live from the backyard here at my new house. Lovely. There's trees and stuff because trees are nice. You know, it's also nice being able to pitch in San Francisco if you're a pitcher. That's what we're going to have here with Aaron Savale for sure. But Aaron Savale, the strikeout stuff really hasn't been there here in a Tampa Bay Rays uniform. Not sure that that's going to continue because Tampa Bay is pretty notorious about what they're trying to do. They go out, they get guys to start striking them out far more frequently. And hey, wouldn't you know it, San Francisco, they're an absolute headache like they always are because, well, San Francisco never wants to tell us who is their starter. Just like I never want to. Well, actually, I don't even have a joke for that. I'm about to pass out. You know what? We're going to go inside eventually. We're going to go out. Maybe we'll go to the garage for the next one. But as it stands right now, the only thing that I have any interest in is trying to target Ross Stripling, the starter, the assumed starter, that is, of the San Francisco Giants. He's not been good this season with a 490 expected slugging, 347 xWOBA, and overall, friends, just seems like there's a lot of places, a lot of spots where we want to just target some of this bad pitching on teams that aren't competitive. And yet San Francisco, they don't really have a choice because most of their starting pitchers aren't good. They get hid behind this ballpark. Logan Webb, he's confirmed actual good, but otherwise a lot of bullpen stuff by necessity. So you got to take advantage if this is going to be the starter. So if Ross Stripling gets the nod as the starter or the long reliever, Brandon Lau, somebody that I do expect positive regression for sooner rather than later. He's got a 45.5% hard hit percentage and a 16.6 degree average launch angle on the season. Anything better than plus 475? Yeah, that's a pretty big number relative to, you know, one of the better hitters on a baseball team. But Brandon Lau, yeah, San Francisco plays way down for power, but anything better than that in this ballpark in the afternoon, I like him to go yard.
We're now in my bathtub. I can't possibly breathe anymore. We got the Cleveland Guardians. They're taking on the Cincinnati Reds here. And welcome to your lock. Just like it's a lock that I will never do a show from that back room ever again unless those blackout curtains are officially hung forever. Tell you what, it's just like officially forever. Noah Syndergaard should be retired because overall he's not very good, and he gets a date here in Cincinnati. Ooh, that does not bode well because they have speed and power. And Andrew Abbott starting there for Cincinnati, a 212 expected batting average, a 27% K rate. It's just fantastic stuff that we're seeing from him. Now the xFIP starting to get to concerning numbers yet again here, but overall he is the way better starter here between the two. And Noah Syndergaard, 373 xWOBA, 512 expected slugging, 14.5% K rate. Friends, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What am I doing in a bathtub? What is Noah Syndergaard doing in the MLB? Is this seriously what the world has become? It's all right. Moving sucks, everybody. But you know what doesn't suck? Betting against Noah Syndergaard in Cincinnati, getting numbers like this, minus 142. This is your parlay piece of the day, the parlay piece du jour. I am looking at props up and down here. I'm looking at stolen base props. I'm looking at long ball props. I'm looking at everything Cincinnati Reds. So friends, the Guardians going to get blasted here in this spot with Noah Syndergaard. Negative regression is due, I tell you. Next location, Cincinnati money line, a lock.
Okay, we got the Houston Astros, we got the Miami Marlins, and I'm telling you what, just like it's a beautiful garage. Look at this with clothes and hangers and things
everywhere. We've got Justin Verlander, we got Jesus Luzardo, and I thought about locking this, friends. It just doesn't seem like we're going to be able to get this number of 7.5. It looks like it's going to be 7.5 everywhere, but there were some 8s that were hung on the board early here for this baseball game, and I don't understand it considering this starting pitching matchup. In Miami, Jesus Luzardo, Justin Verlander, both of them just been pitching really well of late. Verlander, not so good with the Mets, but now he's back to his homeland, back with these Houston Astros, 284 xWOBA, 359 expected slugging, and he's still married to Kate Upton. That's a good thing in life. And Jesus Luzardo, 28.2% K rate, 42.7% hard hit percentage. Everything is coming up roses, friends, for Jesus Luzardo, the southpaw. Yeah, you even get Yanner Diaz to his unpreferred side. You get the best 2 hitters in this lineup, Kyle Tucker and Yordan Alvarez, on the short side of their platoon. So left on left, yeah, they're still good, but not going to be as good. So overall, this line is very confusing to me. If you can get an 8, you bet it now. -115. Just bet it now. Under 8.
Hey, baby. The Oakland Athletics, the St. Louis Cardinals. They're hot and sexy. I'm hot, but like not in the sexy way. It's Paul Blackburn. It's Matthew Liberatore. Well, this is an interesting one as well. However, Matthew Liberatore, despite the ridiculous 8 innings, 7 strikeouts that he ended up putting up against us when we were on the Rays. Oh, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? No, that was absolutely terrible, and I hate everything about him. He continues to be a terrible major league pitcher, and negative regression should be in store from that outing. We're talking 43.2% hard hit percentage, 508 expected slugging, and just like this grass, needs to get cut. Paul Blackburn, he's actually good, 29.7% hard hit percentage, 380 expected slugging. However, this St. Louis lineup, top to bottom, still power, still great responsibility. They won't be in the playoffs, so just enjoy accumulating stats. Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts, baby. Yeah, St. Louis -1.5 if you maybe do anything, but more than likely, we ain't doing nothing here. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day outside. Let's waste it by watching the Washington Nationals play baseball. We got the Boston Red Sox visiting once more in Boston. They've been an enjoyable baseball team to back relative to what everybody's expectations was at the beginning of the season. Still not Baltimore. Baltimore's been the stone cold nuts. It's almost like they're always on the betting card, but nobody gives me credit for it. It's fine. James Paxton, 27.4% K rate. He'll be on the mound here, the southpaw, 284 xWOBA. He's just been awesome for the Red Sox. And Mackenzie Gore, another southpaw on the other side for Washington. The hard hit has really been a problem for him all season long. He throws 60% fastball usage, 45% hard hit percentage, 348 xWOBA. Still has the 26.7% K rate, which is nice. And in fact, part of this is there are a couple of -1.5s that projected out well. In fact, St. Louis against Oakland actually projected out decently well, but Paul Blackburn's a pitcher that I don't know what to make of his pitch count going forward. Are they going to keep giving him 100 plus? Is he going to continue to have this leash? I don't know, but I'm not really willing to find out. And I think between the two of these, that being Boston and St. Louis, in this early evening-ish session, I prefer the Boston side. So yeah, Boston, a little bit worse number on the run line here, even money compared to St. Louis's +110, +115. But I think it's just a better spot. So part of this 15 game, or part of me putting this together, is there are a couple of run line plays, one coming up later that we're going to be locking yet again on Wednesday, but want to just be selective here. Friends, it's almost NFL season. Oh yeah. You like that. Friends, BetMGM. If you want to reward me for anything that I am doing over the course of the show, I'm absolutely working my butt off just to find serviceable places to record this. Well, just join my Discord. That's really what I want. 2 free months of OS Premium Discord where you can jump in and come hang out with me. I'm talking baseball all the live long day. I'm helping you break down every single number, every single stat, every single thing that you might have a question about. I'm going to answer it. You might not always like the answer, but I'm going to answer it. And hey, part of this is that we are trying to put the best bets possible out every single day. Myself, Ben Raza, Eitan Chander, we are in there constantly helping you achieve your betting goals. So one of those, I'm assuming, is to make the most money possible. Well, then there's another great reason to join BetMGM. You get up to $1,000 in bonus bets back in your account on your first wager. So yeah, if your first wager wins, keep the money. If your first wager loses, get up to $1,000 back. Yes, you just sign up at the link below. Hit promo code OS Insider. It's super easy. Check it out. And plus, hey, another sports book to get exposure to. What could be better than Do You Like My Sweater? Actually, if I wore a sweater right now, I'd be dead. But anyway, it's only if you're 21 and over. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all, back to the picks. Nobody puts baby in the corner, but my wife does when I can't go in the house because it's locked. And here we are. Fun first day here at the new household. Fun to watch this pitching matchup, that's for sure. Aaron Nola going up against Kevin Gausman in this one. Pretty efficient number here, although, again, same thing I said about Zach Wheeler. If you could have said plus 138 to back Aaron Nola against anybody at the beginning of the season, you'd almost blindly take it. But it's still a hard proposition with this Phillies lineup. Boomer bust, still been below average. And then Kevin Gausman on the other side of this one. Yeah, we're not going to go out of our way to go pick on Kevin Gausman. But you know one way to back two pitchers? You bet unders. And 8, it's not a great number to be landing on there in terms of what you've got here, but 7.3 runs is what I have this projected for. You get that 7.5 type number, and you're running into trouble if it's 4-4. You just pack it up, go home, have a nice day. But I love this opportunity that both of these teams have against these respective lineups. Kevin Gausman, one of the best pitchers in baseball. You got Aaron Nola continuing to pitch better and better as the season goes along. Both serviceable bullpens, not anything that I'm going out of my way to say that they're the best in the league, because they're not. That would be lying, and we're not here to lie. We're here to bet unders of 8 when it's Aaron Nola versus Kevin Gausman. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Atlanta's up 5-0. That's shocking. Very shocked, I tell you. Luis Severino. Is there more of a sign that the Yankees aren't even trying than having Luis Severino out on the mound? I don't think so. Well, how about having just random rookies like this Vasquez character? He's actually pitched okay, so we're not going to go and pick on him too much here. But Charlie Morton on the other side, yeah, we want to be backing him in some capacity. And I think that Charlie Morton, with his 23.9% K rate, as long as he can avoid the walks, 11.4% walk rate on the season, and avoid the power that he can give up from time to time against righties, specifically hi, Aaron Judge. Nice to meet you. You're pretty good at baseball. I think he's in a really good spot to succeed in this outing. And Randy Vasquez is going to be starting here. 416 expected slugging isn't great, nor is the 340 xWOBA, nor is the 15% K rate. Yeah, he's been getting by on a lot of luck. So you know what we're going to be doing? We're going to put Atlanta in a lean category, but more than likely, when this line drops, it's going to be a bet. Yeah, it is. It's got to be Randy Vasquez, though, of course. Gather around now, kids. We're back to story time here in the Lindquist lawn. We have the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Texas Rangers, and wouldn't you know it, another spot where there's not a line. Welcome to August baseball, friends. However, we do know who these two pitchers are more than likely going to be. Reed Detmers sounds like going to be the starter. It lines up to be his start anyway for the Angels. John Gray on the other side for the Rangers. We got Reed Detmers. He's had the K stuff between the two, which is a little surprising from the southpaw. 27.8% K rate. A lot of four-seamer curve slider usage from him. And he avoids barrels sub 7% in that category. Everything across the board for him, outside of that, not very encouraging. 42.9% hard hit percentage, along with a 17-degree average launch angle. Just a 34.9% ground ball rate. You know what happens when you face the Texas Rangers and you don't get the ball on the ground? It flies high. It flies far. So it's problematic. And for the Texas Rangers, John Gray, not my favorite back in any way, shape, or form at this stage of his career. 20.8% K rate, 258 expected batting average. Yeah, it's just a tough spot for me to want to do anything with him. So why don't we just take the most likely outcome here in this entire game? Shohei Ohtani home run. I know that's not true. It's not the most likely outcome, but like, he's going to start hitting homers again. Matt Olson just going to pass him here, and Shohei Ohtani's going to win MVP because I don't know. They're going to skip his start, it sounds like. That'll be a fun conversation tomorrow for Thursday's show, for Wednesday. Whatever, next game. 4 games to go here, live from the lawn. Hit that like button, subscribe button, all the things, friends, as it's the Battle of Chicago part, well, is it 2? Yeah, part 2. They have only played twice. Javier Assad going up against Mike Clevenger. And I will say this Assad character, since he's gotten extended into this full starter duty, we're talking the last 3 outings technically, but he's been pretty good. 3.12 ERA on the season, 1.27 whip. Not that those numbers matter to me nearly as much as some of the hard hit numbers. He's avoiding them, and that's usually a plus in pretty much every single category. On the other side of this one, we're probably looking at Mike Clevenger. And again, it's weird because Javier Assad is the guy who's not the known starter, even though I think he's more likely. Mike Clevenger isn't officially announced, but it's listed everywhere. So I will say, just be on the lookout here. White Sox, they're completely out of consideration, but it does line up to be Clevenger's day. They've gone to a 6-man rotation, adding Tuki Toussaint into a starting role. So just be aware of that. 1.30 whip, 3.55 ERA. Mike Clevenger continues to be a good baseball player. God, is that a plane? It's a fucking plane. How bad do I run today? I've run okay. It's a beautiful house. We're going to have a lot of fun here, but I'm hot in this yard. And now there's a fucking plane. Just wait. Go ahead. Just fly your people. I'll wait. Okay, I think it's gone now. We're going to continue on our merry way. Let's just go Chicago Cubs moneyline lean here because I don't have a play from this one, and I just want to be done talking about it. This is a series we have bet a lot, friends. We have bet this one a lot. The Seattle Mariners, the Kansas City Royals. Hard to bet it, though, when there's not a line. But we do have a line that we're going to cross here, and it's called the K-prop for one Luis Castillo, however it may land. I do expect Alec Marsh to be the starter on the other side, and he's had some decent K stuff as a starter, but probably going to be a pass. Let's focus on Castillo here for this segment. 28.2% K rate. Gets out of his friendly confines there of Seattle, but a 299 xWOBA, as long as he is not giving up that 43.6% hard hit percentage and he's missing some bats, which there's a great opportunity to against this Kansas City lineup. They strike out above average against right-handed pitching. You get an opportunity for a 23% K rate for the aggregate on this projected lineup. You get an opportunity for Castillo to go mow them down, and, well, we could have a lot of fun here because a lot of unknowns on the Kansas City side. Nelson Velasquez, 602 expected slugging, maybe a home run prop we could target against Castillo, but also a 27.3% K rate. MJ Melendez back to the 5-hole, but still 28.7% K rate, 30.4% for Samad Taylor, who's now routinely going to be playing in the outfield for this Kansas City team. One of the underutilized, under-talked about things when it comes to late season MLB is how bad the back half of lineups can appear. And then also as they're starting to get their feet, getting their footing in the big league level, AAA players getting called up, you have K-props that can go off the chain. So Luis Castillo, this is a very conservative 7Ks. This number could end up at 7.5, but I don't want to be extending it to 8 or 8.5 without knowing exactly what that line would look like. And so if you want to know what Luis Castillo ends up for my betting card tomorrow, check out the premium Discord by signing up for BetMGM, or, just hit me up on X/Twitter/ whatever you want to call it, at Eric Lindquist. That's my name. Go find me there. I will answer your question. You know how mad it makes me? Do you know how mad it makes me? I don't think you know how mad it makes me. Do you know how mad it makes me? Do you know how mad it makes me? Do you know how mad it makes me that I can't bet against San Diego Padres in this spot because Baltimore, you have been a cash cow for us all season long. Does anybody really understand how insane the spreadsheet looks like in the premium Discord based on the Baltimore spreads that we've been able to get? 74 and 45. I'm up 21 units betting Baltimore on the season. That is by far, I don't even have double digits of another team besides the Arizona Diamondbacks. Which is ironic because we haven't bet them that much. We just must be picking the spots. And yes, those are my feet in the background. But anyway, we've got Baltimore here. Dean Kramer on the mound going up against Blake Snell. And Blake Snell, as much as we've wanted to pick on him in the past, and then we wanted to back him a lot, this is just a stay away spot altogether in every single way, shape, or form. He's got great strikeout stuff, 31.3% K rate. He has the walk rate, 13.9% that'll pop up from time to time, but he limits hard contact, 32.1%. Pitching in Petco. Ideal situation for him,
but minus 162 is so damn efficient, and plus 145 on Baltimore side is so damn efficient. I was hoping we were going to get something north of plus 150 here and back Dean Kramer, 44% hard hit percentage, 490 expected slugging. I don't really like a lot of these Baltimore starters, and yet this lineup continues to be the thing that has put us on them all season long, and also the plus money attached to it. But here, probably not going to do it. Remember the good times, friends. Baltimore money line, just going to be a lean for me today. Unless we get some money coming in on San Diego, that would be epic. Or the plus 150, I'd be on Baltimore. We've made it to the end, my friends. Let's talk a little southpaw pitching to finish out our lovely show. Hopefully you've enjoyed my yard. I have not enjoyed my office or my bathtub. I need to clean that thing out. But Wade Miley going up against Clayton Kershaw here in this spot. And overall, I mean, come on. This is just a joke, right? Clayton Kershaw has been awesome. Comes back to the fray immediately starting to throw down. 27.5% K rate, 36.3% hard hit percentage. However, yeah, okay. It was against Colorado. Yeah, okay. He's just going to be kind of put back into line here. 67 pitches in that debut. But then you get to this Los Angeles Dodgers bullpen, which has been fantastic since the All-Star break. Probably one of the more underutilized things that people haven't talked about in any way, shape, or form. And Wade Miley, yeah, 32.8% hard hit percentage. He's just being Miley. And part of being Miley is not striking out batters. 17% K rate here for this southpaw. There's a lot more righty power that exists in this lineup. Ahmed Rosario up to a 41% hard hit percentage in a Dodger uniform, which is pretty surprising. But also, Dodgers do stuff like that. You get Will Smith, you get Max Muncy left on left, you get JD Martinez healthy and back in this lineup as well over the weekend. 54.8% hard hit percentage for him. Oh yeah, friends. Pitching mismatch of epic proportions, and yet somehow, some way, we get minus 105 on the run line. Are you joking? You're joking me. Lock. Minus 1.5, friends. Thank you for enjoying nature with me today. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Go to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays on Wednesday's slate. This was a wild one, but you know what? Go outside. Smell the roses a little bit. I normally spend all my days indoors. That's why I have a pale complexion. I got to work on that. Generally a golfer and stuff like that. Just I pretend to be. But anyway, go ahead and sign up for BetMGM too if you want to jump into that premium Discord. I will be all moved in. I will have my blackout curtains up. I will be all set to rock for tomorrow. Won't have to improv this as much, although this was awfully fun. Producer Jacob, thank you for tolerating me today in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how. And then also, just thank you all for being you. Thank you for checking out this video. We've got NFL coming up in what? Less than 4 weeks? Less than 4 weeks. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wait, that's NBA. All right, friends. Until next time, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the MLB streets on Wednesday.